Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me today on Senior Fitness with Meredith. So today's workout, what we will be doing is our cardio warm-up. It will not be very long, just to get the body warmed up, get all the body parts moving, ready to go. Then we'll stay standing and we'll use our resistance bands. So remember, if you don't have bands, you can always just do range of motion. You can use light dumbbells to do some of the movements as well if you have yet to get a resistance band. So the resistance bands we're using, when we're standing, we'll use the long flat band. If you have the tubing and you like that better with the handles, remember, you can use that as well. But I have a tendency to like the flat ones just a little bit more because you can wrap them. They don't go into the skin quite like the tubing does. So we'll be using that. When we have a seat, after a little bit of standing work with our band, you have the option of using the circle bands that I always talk about. And I'll be using my circle band that I've made. So the fixed ones have a tendency to be tighter, as you can see. They come in loops already, different resistance, whether it's very light, light, medium, heavy, extra heavy, or you can make one a little bit larger. This is a medium band that I ended up tying, but once you tie them, usually it's tied for good. It's very hard to get those knots out after you've made it. So it's good to have an extra flat band to tie so you can keep it tied. But when I do the lower body work with the circle band, I'm going to be using the one that I've made. You have the option of using your flat for some of the things that we'll be doing. So, all of that being said, of course that chair, because we will have a seat, make some space, have your water close by, and with all that being said, we'll get started with our resistance band workout. So I'll give you a second to get everything together. Just want to say I hope this is finding everyone doing well, staying safe. As we've seen in some of the comments, we're wishing everyone well who is in the area of the storm, the Hurricane Laura that's coming through. Everyone stay safe with that, with everything else that's going on in the world. Let's stay positive. Let's stay together. Let's keep our community together in happy thoughts and prayers. All right? So now I'm going to start the music. Let's get warmed up and ready to go. All right. All right. We know the drill. Let's get nice and warmed up so that core is tight. Length stays in the spine. We're just marching those legs. Relax those shoulders down. Slowly warming the body up. Moves get bigger as we go. Deep inhales. Deep exhales. Reminder, I see everyone already chiming in. Let me know where you're watching from. Any questions, any comments. I'd love to see where you're from. I see some really nice weather actually out there in places, so I'm getting jealous. It's still pretty warm here in Arizona. So let me know where you're watching from and enjoying the workout. Legs are marching, big deep inhale, arms up and around, and exhale. One more time, big deep inhale, arms up and around, and exhale. Just keep that march going. And making those moves a little bigger as we get into it. Knees come higher, pump those arms, abdominals tight. Deep inhales, deep exhales. We're gonna move with our march, but we're gonna do heel digs to the front as we move. So it'll be right, left, forward. Then we come back, still doing heel digs. We're gonna add upper body to it after our first set. So arms just can go down by your side, heel digs forward. So right, left, right. Go back, right, left. Now add a bicep curl to it. Curl, curl with that heel dig. Bring it back, curl, curl. Get those biceps, elbow joints warmed up. Remember, slight bend in those knee joints and breathe. Bring it back. Exhale, inhale. Keep going, heel dig forward. 2 more. Bring it back. 4, 3, 2. Let's do 2 more rounds. 4, 3, 2, and back. 4, 3, 2, one more time. Forward, come towards me. 2 more, and back. 4, 3, 2, hold on to that march. Find that footing and breath in between each movement. Stay nice and lifted, tall and proud. We're gonna do side steps next, so make sure you have that space. Just lower body to start, then we'll add side arm raise with upper body. So lower body, side, side, right, left. Steps as wide as you feel comfortable, staying nice and upright. Bend in those knees. Lower body, that footing is down, you add upper body. So out to the side. No higher than shoulder level. Lead from the shoulder. So almost think we have that weight or resistance band already. Focus on what we're working. Tops of those shoulders. Not leading from the elbow, not leading from the hand. Exhale, inhale. 4 more. 3, 2, 1 more each side. Go back to that march. Relax those shoulders. Deep inhales and exhales. Back taps are next. We'll alternate right and left. We're going to add those tricep kickbacks with it. So we go back, back. Comfortable there. Add the arms. Think back body for lower body. Back of the arms with upper body. Exhale, inhale. Again, focusing on the triceps. Back of the arm. So keep those elbows nice and high. And breathe. 4 more. 3, 2, 1 more each side. Back up nice and tall. Hold on to that march. Relax those shoulders down. Next one, we're going to do a double heel tap. So we'll do 2 on the right, 2 on the left, and then upper body will be right arm push and pull, left arm push and pull. Start with lower, our double heel tap. So 2, 1 left side, 2, 1 back to right. So get that movement with lower body down. 2, 1, 2, 1. One more time. Now add our push and pull. Push, push. Think chest and back. Push, pull, push, pull. Left side. Push, pull, push, pull. Keep that bend in the knees. Keep the abdominals pulled in tight. Push, pull, push, pull. Keep going. Press from the chest, pull from the upper back. 4 more each side. 3, 2, 1 more each side, right side, and left. Come back up to our march and hold. Nice and lifted. Find your footing and breath. Couple new movements in our warm up. So getting that brain warmed up and ready as well. That takes longer than my body some days. Side taps are next. Make sure you have that space. Just the lower body, so side tap right, left, right, left, right, left. We're gonna do rotator cuff movement with upper body. So bring those elbows side of the body. Both arms work. Open, open. Again, those elbows are glued into the side of the body. Think about rotator cuffs deep into those shoulders. Exhale, inhale. 4, 3, 2, 1 more each side. Come back up nice and tall. Hold on to that march. One more thing, just moving march, regular steps going forward. If you feel comfortable, you can always stay stationary. Remember, this entire workout can be done seated in that chair. You don't have to stand for it. Always doing modifications. You don't have to add resistance, just range of motion. You're still going to get the benefits. Remember that. Moving with our march. So we're just taking 4 steps forward and back now. So 4, 3, 2, and back. You don't have to move. It can stay stationary. So once we have that footing down, we know our space. No fall trip hazards for me today. Someone's actually sleeping on the couch. We're going to add our upper body now. Front raise. Bring those arms up and down. Front of those shoulders, chest engaging. Core's nice and tight, breathing. Let's do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1 more time, march towards me. Go back where you started and just go back to regular march. Nice and lifted, shoulders relaxed. Breathe into it. Slowly bringing that heart rate down. Make your movements a little smaller. Knees don't come as high. Arms don't swing as much. Bring that heart rate down just a little bit before we come to just standing. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Couple of stretches before we pick that band up. I'm going to use my chair just as my guide, so I'm going to bring that over. If you have your countertop, your wall, anything to have close to you, you can just go behind it. Nice and lifted, tall and proud. I want those feet shoulder distance apart. Slight bend in those knees, especially right after doing our cardio. That heart rate is up, blood is pumping. Don't lock those knee joints out. Always keep that micro bend, that buoyancy in your lower body if you're choosing to stand. So nice and lifted, the hands can just go by your side. All I want you to do is turn your head and look over to the right. Big deep inhale. Big deep exhale. We're really working on bringing that heart rate down. Nice and slow. Other side, just the head is turning, looking over to the left. If you feel a little unsteady, unstable, that's why I want something close by. I want you to be able to hold on to something. Head comes back to center. Hands interlace behind the back if available, otherwise press them back. Opening through the shoulders and chest. You're rounding those shoulders on your back. You're squeezing those shoulder blades together. Opening through the front body. Let's release that, bring them in front, interlace, round and arch the spine. If it feels okay, that gaze can go down towards the floor. We're keeping that slight bend in the knees. Length stays in the arms, going to your range of motion. Bring that up overhead, big stretch, big inhale. Exhale, release them down. This is where if you have that chair, your hands can go on the back of it and just take a slight step back. You're keeping the bend in the knees, stable stance with the feet. You don't feel as if you're just trying so hard to maintain balance because you have a tight stance. Open up that base, don't keep it so narrow. Hinging from your hips, allow your chest to go forward about 90 degrees. That's where if you have that chair, you put a little bit of pressure on it. I want you to feel that stretch in your calves, your hamstrings, your gluteals, your lower back. Head is not going below heart. I don't want you reaching down towards the floor yet. We just did our cardio. Roll it up nice and slow. Once you're standing tall, big shoulder rolls to the back. Inhale, exhale. Let's do 2 more. 1 more. Reverse it. Bring those circles to the front. Open through the upper back. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, exhale. 1 more. Big deep inhale, length goes up. Exhale. Grab some water. Let's grab our band. I'm going to grab some water. I'm grabbing my flat band. Again, that chair can be close by. This is a good time if you feel like it's getting too intense and you want to sit. These movements are all upper body. We're just choosing to stand today. You're more than welcome to have a seat. we're gonna start with chest. So I want you to bring that band behind your back and up towards the upper back, but it stays underneath your underarms. Nice and tall, holding on to it. Remember, with the resistance band, you are in control of the resistance. So if my hands go way out here, I have less resistance to go into, to use. So it'll make it a little bit easier. Closer my hands are to my body with this particular exercise, the harder it is because I have less band to work with. It makes it more intense, more resistance, more weight, so to speak. So you determine where you place your hands and the workout you'll have with these bands. So nice and lifted. If you're standing, bring those feet shoulder distance apart. Stable stance. Remember, from balls of the feet to the heels, that equal pressure, bend in the knees. Nice and proud. We're focusing on upper body, chest. So exhale, we press from the chest, lengthen, hold for a second, then gently release towards the body. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Slow and controlled both directions. These bands really want to control your movements, and we are not allowing that. So that's why these resistance bands are so wonderful. You are working in both directions, pressing out, releasing. Let's do 3 more. 3, 2. We're gonna hold that last one out. Arms are long, we open nice and big. Exhale as we squeeze closed. Inhale, our chest flies now. Inhale, exhale, squeeze. Breathe with it. Squeezing close from the chest. Let's do 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Hold them out at our sides now. Bring them into the side of the body. Relax those shoulders. Stay nice and tall. Core tight. Press out to your sides. Gently release back in. Exhale. Inhale. Release those shoulders down. Feel those shoulder blades come together on the upper back. 3 more. 1 more. And they're back right in front of the body. We're going to do those punches. So we're just going to alternate right and left, extending out. I want that bend in those knees, staying nice and tall. Extend right, left, right, left. Press, press. If you've done any of the boxing videos, I've added some boxing to some of our warm-ups. Just extending out. Press from the chest, relax those shoulders, and breathe. 3, 3, 2, 2. 1 more each side. Gently release that band from behind the back. Wiggle the fingers out. Remember, in between each thing, you can always wrap that band, and then you don't have to grip onto it so much. Or remember my other thing that I've showed you, you can tie those knots on it. I didn't bring it today because I've told you about it a lot. I know you probably think I'm a broken record, but remember, you can do that too. So, holding on to it, I'll wrap for this one so you can see the difference. Arms are out in front of us. Nice and long, shoulders are relaxed. We're focusing on upper back now. I want you to keep the length in the arms. As we open out that band, we exhale, we gently release. So think about your upper back, have a visual. You have those shoulder blades, they're open right now. Now they're squeezing together. We gently release, they open back up. Slow and controlled. Let's do 3 more. 2 more. Last one. And gently release. Again, a little shake out of those arms. We're still going to focus on upper back with our next movement. We're going to have 2 movements on right side. So bow and arrows. I can say right side because that'll be confusing. Let me show you what we're doing. I always like to wrap with my right hand. Arm goes nice and long. That right arm's going to stay nice and long. Now that left elbow is up nice and high. Like I said, called bow and arrows. You'll see why now, because we're going to pull that left elbow back. We're going to squeeze from the upper back. We're gently going to release that arrow. Exhale. Gently release. Exhale. Gently release. Relax that right shoulder. It wants to lift up because it's holding that arm in place. You'll only feel that if that's what you're focusing on. Think about the left upper back and shoulder, pulling back, releasing. Opening through that shoulder and chest on left side. We'll do 3 more. 3, 2, last one. I want you to keep the right arm nice and long, shoulders relaxed. Take a little bit of that resistance on left side out. Left elbows up nice and high. I want you to open it out, bend and release. Open and lengthen, bend and release. Focusing on the tricep, the back of your arm. You're extending, bend and release. Slow and controlled. Feel the tricep, the back of the arm on the left side doing that work. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. And release. Shake it out. Shake that right side out before it gets to do all the work. So now I like to wrap. You do not have to. Left hand. Arm is nice and long. Finding that good resistance right side. Nice and open. We pull that right elbow back. We squeeze from our upper back and shoulder. We gently release that arrow. Exhale. Gently release. Slow and controlled movements with the band go a long way. Keep that shoulder relaxed on the left arm. Breathe into it. Let's do 3 more. Exhale, 3, 2, last one. Remember, left arm stays out nice and long. Relax that shoulder down. Take a little bit of the resistance away with that right hand. Keep that elbow high. Extend out, trying to lengthen. Bend and release. Lengthen, bend and release. Exhale, inhale. Focus on the back of the right arm, that tricep. Extending the resistance out, gently bending to release it back in. 3 more. 2. Last one, release both arms, shake them out. Breathe, breathe. Keep that stable stance with that lower body. Let's focus on rotator cuffs. We have our range of motion from our warm-up. Elbows are glued in, holding on to that resistance. We press those arms out, gently release. So it's just the hand and forearm that's moving. Rest of the arm is glued into the side of the body. Again, we really want to focus on those rotator cuffs. Not a big range of motion needs to be done to get work in those. 3 more. 3, 2, last one, little shakeout. One more thing, then I'll let you have a seat and let the upper body get a little bit of a break. Our lat pull downs. So we're holding our arms nice and long. We're going to keep the arms nice and long as we bring that resistance down. We open it up, it goes towards our lap. We gently release it up. Going to your range of motion, it doesn't have to be all the way up overhead. It can be in front of you. We open up, pull down, gently release. Depending on what your shoulders feel is most comfortable, you go there. You feel your upper back and all the way down your rib cage working. 3 more. We can do it. Exhale. 3. Gently release. 2. Gently release. One more time. Gently release. Shake it out. Have a seat. Grab some water. Always taking breaks and grabbing water when you need it. Don't forget that. All right. I'm going to put my flat band down for now. And then I'm going to use my my made circle band. This is optional. If you have these and you've purchased them, that's perfect too. That's going to go up and over the thighs, so above the knees. Remember, your choice with what you want to use. If you don't have a circle band, let me get this in place. It's going to go up and over the knees. Sometimes that takes a minute to get in place. Give yourself time. If you don't have a circle band, for the first couple of movements that we do, you are able to use your flat band. You'll put it on your lap just like we do in most of the workouts. Bring it around, ends come back up to the top, you make it nice and tight, hold on to it. So that's your option for right now, all right? So keeping that in place if you don't have a circle band. All right, nice and lifted, make sure you're drinking your water when I give you those moments to get it, make sure you get it. Nice and tall, having that band around your thighs above your knees, never placing it on your knee joint, so bring it up above. Nice and tall in your chair, core is tight, relax your shoulders just like when we're standing. Come towards the front of your seat so you're almost towards the edge. It will make you stay a little more upright. Open up those legs. If you have that made band in the circle, open those feet. I don't want it loose. Nice and taut the entire time. Now slow and controlled march. So right foot comes up, left foot comes up. Focus on those quadriceps, big leg muscles. Lifting that resistance up. That band in place, you'll start to feel the hips, the outer thighs, the gluteals. They're engaged the entire time, just keeping that band in place. That's why it's so wonderful using these circle bands. Breathe with it. Let's do 3 more on each side. 3, 2, 1 more each side. We're going to stay alternating slow and controlled, open out to our sides. Right foot goes out, we come back center, left foot goes out, come back center. Body stays centered towards me, so that chest is not moving to the side. It's right towards me, not moving. Think lower body, pressing, hip, outer thigh, gluteal. When you come back to center, slow and controlled, that band's not controlling our movement. Inner thigh groin is doing a lot of work. Coming back to center. So that entire lower body's working now. Core's always working, it's pulled in tight. 3 more. 3. 2 more. 2. 1 more, right, left. Exhale, inhale, exhale. We're back to center. Band stays nice and taut, so those feet are open just enough to keep it nice and taut. We go on the balls of our feet, release. Heels up, release. Again, we're nice and tall this time. This movement, I see a lot of people who want to rock front to back. Just focus on those calf muscles. We're strengthening the lower body. We're strengthening our ankles. We're strengthening our feet. Bands in place, just keeping all those other muscle groups working. They're contracted. 3 more. 3, 2, last one. Now we're just going to focus on the right side. So we're nice and tall. Single knee raise. I want you to lift from that quadricep. That foot comes up. Release and try and hover it. So exhale, inhale. 3 more. 3, 2, last one. We're staying on that right side. I just want you to open it out to the side. Come back to center. Press it out. Come center. Exhale. Inhale. Slow controlled again. Body towards me. Not twisting to the side. Really make that hip, outer thigh, gluteal work. Let's do 3 more on right side. 3, 2, last one. Back to center. Nice and tall. Find our good posture and stance seated in our chair. Left side. Single knee raise. Focus on quadricep. Foot up. Release, try and hover, or just barely release those toes down. Remember, don't let gravity, just let that foot fall towards the floor. Slow and controlled, both directions. 3 more. 3, 2, last one. Release it all the way down. Staying on that left, it opens out to the side. Come center. Press out. Center. Exhale. Inhale. I know we're focusing on lower body, but make sure we maintain our good posture. Nice and lifted. 3 more. 3, 2, last one. Back to center. Feet come close together. If you have a tied band, it's going to go down towards your ankles. If you are using a flat band that you've wrapped around your legs, keep it wrapped around your legs for now, because it's not very easy to hold it down on your ankles. So just keep it right above the thighs, focusing just on your right side, especially if you have a band on your ankles. Really focus on your quadricep. It's very easy to put these movements when we add things to our ankle area into our knee joint. Really focus on your quadricep. Stay nice and lifted, slow and controlled. Extend that right leg long, release it down. Get that length and extension from that big leg muscle, your quadricep. We're gaining that strength there. Make your quadriceps stronger, protect your knee joints. Gonna help with lifting us out of chairs. We're doing our squats if we still want to do them when we're squatting down to get something. Put our laundry into the dryer. Protect the body. 3 more. 3, 2, last one. We have 2 more movements on that right side. Then we'll do 3 movements on our left. Open it out to the side. Again, slow controlled press out. Come center. Press out. Come center. Exhale. Inhale. If you do have that band on your ankles, you'll feel the difference. You get deeper into your hip and gluteal with this movement. 3 more. 3, 2, last one. Back to center. 1 more movement on right side. I just want you to extend out, bend, and pull back. So if you have available to pull that foot back underneath your chair, do so. You have to go a little to the side so you get a bigger range of motion. We're working on that hamstring, the back of the leg. We're pulling back from that hamstring. So depending on what type of chair you're in, you know. 3 more. 3, 2, last one. Feet go next to each other, nice and tall. Center of the chair again. We've got those 3 movements to do. Our extension first on left side. Really focusing. Take the time to feel that quadricep muscle. Keep your hand on your leg. Feel it engage. Should not be any pain or pressure in your knee joint. Slow and controlled. Exhale, extend out. Bend, release it down. Extend, release. Let's do 3 more. 3, 2, last one. Remember, 2 more movements, staying on that left side, nice and lifted. Press it out to the side. Slowly release it back in. Press it up, release it in. Really feeling the hip and gluteal working, getting that movement. Exhale, inhale. 3 more. 3, 2, last one. We're back to center. Now that extension, pull back. So if you need to turn to the side so you have better range of motion, do so. Extend out, bend, pull back. Focus on that hamstring. Flex the foot, pull back from the back of the leg. 3 more. 3, 2, last one. Feet next to each other. Bring those feet close together so you can take that band off. This is another good time. Grab some water. We're going to go back to our long band, back to upper body. Grab some water. Take your time. I'm going to show you what we're doing with the band next. We're taking it, it's going down onto the floor, we're stepping onto it. Trying to get it as equal as possible on each side, and then we're stepping onto it so it doesn't move around under those feet. So once we've got that in place, get nice and tall in that chair again. Remember, we don't want to slouch, we don't want to lose our core, we don't want to lose our spine. work on strengthening our core and our back just by sitting nice and tall. Holding on to the band, arms are down by your side, elbows close into the side of the body. We're going to alternate our bicep curls. So we curl right towards the shoulder, gently release it down. Now left, exhale, inhale. Exhale, curling from the bicep, the front of the arm. That's where your focus is. So that elbow's not jutting forward, putting it into the front of the shoulder. That bicep's working. Hand doesn't have to go all the way up to the shoulder. Depending on how much resistance you have, how much resistance you are putting on your band, will determine how far that hand can go up. Exhale, inhale. We'll do 3 more on each side. Slow and controlled. 3. 2 more. 1 more each side. Right, release, left, release them down by your side, little shake out. We're going to do our side raises next. So arms down by your side. Put that slight bend in the elbow joint, never locking them out, remember? Always keep that micro bend in the joints. Leading from the top of the shoulder, we'll alternate again right and left. That right shoulder leads the way out. Gently release, just like warm up. Exhale left, gently release. Again, all these movements were already done. We have these body parts warmed up. Leading from the top of the shoulder, not the hand, definitely not the elbow joint. Exhale, inhale. Stay nice and tall. Let's do 3, 3, 2 more on each side. 1 more, right, left. Exhale, right, release, left. Little shake out of those arms. Tricep kickbacks. So chest is going to go slightly forward. Bring the elbows up nice and high. Keep them there, just like with our weights. We're going to alternate again, right and left. So we extend that right arm, it goes long. We bend, release it in. We extend that left, bend, release it in. That elbow is not moving. It's not going in front of the body. It's not even going out to the side. It's staying in place like that imaginary string is holding it up and not allowing it to release down. So the back of the arm, the tricep, does the work. Extend, release. Exhale, inhale. 3 more. 3. 2 more. 1 more each side. Extend, release, extend, release the arms nice and long, sit back up nice and tall, shake those arms out. Nice and tall with our feet on that band. 1 more movement, we're gonna alternate our front raises. So we're still focusing on our shoulders, but I really want you to think right in the front of the shoulder, right where it goes into the chest. That's where we're focusing, that's where we're leading from. Slight bend in those elbow joints. Again, we're not leading from the elbow or hand. Front of the shoulder lifts up, releases down. Exhale, inhale. Slow control both directions. Go to your range of motion, no higher than shoulder level, but remember, these bands are tight. They may only allow you to go a little bit in front. That's perfectly fine. You're getting that resistance. You're getting that muscle contraction. Hold it for a second, release it slowly. We're doing 3 more on each side. Keep that good posture, don't allow the chest to go forward. 2 more each side. 1 more on each side. Exhale, inhale, exhale, and release. Shake it out. We're going to take the band and keep it under our feet, but I want your heels to go onto the ground and close together. So keeping them glued to the floor. Pretend like they're super glued. They're cemented to the floor. They can't move. 1 more thing for upper body. Our back pulls. We stay nice and tall. We pull those hands towards the chest. We squeeze upper back, over-exaggerate opening through the chest, and release. Back pull, squeeze, release. Exhale, inhale. Three more. 3, 2. I want you to hold that last one back and just do a couple little pulses. Squeeze, squeeze. Muscle contraction stays in the upper back. Stay open through the shoulders and chest. Think about how good this is for your posture. 4, 3, 2, and release it gently. Keeping those heels cemented to the ground, I want that band to go in towards the center of the leg. So it's on the inner part and you're just holding on to it. We're focusing on strengthening of our ankles, shins, and calves now. So those heels stay down, they're not going up. Pressing from the outer part of the feet, we open that resistance, release it. Press it out, release. It's a small movement. Open that resistance, feet open, release it. Exhale, inhale. Strengthen those ankles, gonna help with our walk, with our gait, with our stability in our ankle joints when we're deciding to walk on that sidewalk that just is not as flat as we want it to be. Strengthen those ankles. 3 more. 3, 2, last one. Now, either keeping your long band or you can always use your circle band. I'm showing with my long band today. Lean forward, take all that resistance off the band. Left foot's gonna come out. It's just under my right foot now, and that's where I want it to stay. I'm gonna lean back in my chair. So I'm holding on to that band, whether it's the circle or your long flat band. Getting that resistance, arms stay in place. We're back to the lower body doing that work. So exhale as you extend and press like that leg press machine you might have used in a gym. Gently release. Slow, controlled. If it seems too easy, walk your hands down that band. Make it heavy resistance. You're keeping that foot flexed so that band doesn't fly off, first and foremost. But we really want to focus entire lower bodies doing that work, from your quadricep to your hip, to your gluteals, to your hamstring. 3 more. 3, 2. This last one, we're going to hold it out nice and long. Toes go up towards the sky. Exhale as you press down from the back of your leg and hip. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do 3 more, slow, controlled. 3. Arms are just holding in place, not assisting. 2. Last one releases all the way towards the floor. Sit up nice and tall. Glue that heel towards the ground, nice and lifted. Let's do those nice slow toe taps. So really focus on that strengthening of that ankle joint. Work on that range of motion. Toes come up nice and high, pull down. 3, 2. Now pick up that pace, don't lose your form though. Nice fast toe taps. We're impatient now, hurry up, hurry up. Tap, tap, tap. 4, 3, 2. In and out's next, slow to start. That heel does not lift off the ground. Only go to range of motion so you do not feel any pain or pressure in that knee joint. If you're feeling anything on inner or outer part of that knee joint, that range of motion is much smaller. That's okay. You're still working on mobility and strengthening in that ankle and foot. 2 more. Now we'll pick up that pace. Don't lose your form. That heel does not come off of the ground. It's still glued like earlier. 4, 3, 2, and gently release. We get to do all that on the left side. So taking that band, whether it's the flat or the circle, it goes underneath the left foot. Once it's there, lean back in the chair. Holding on to that resistance, we glue those arms. They're not moving. Think lower body does all the work. It's easy to assist with upper body. Let's not. Lower body, find that good resistance. Extend, bend, release. Pressing out, gently releasing. Really focus, press and extend that resistance out from that quadricep. your hip flexor, your gluteals, your hamstring. Foot stays flexed, that calf muscle's even staying engaged and working. 3 more. 3, 2. That last one, you're gonna hold it out nice and long. Toes go up. Exhale as you press down from the back of your leg. Inhale, exhale. So we're pressing from the back of the leg. We're focusing on that good range of motion. That foot does not have to go super high. It doesn't have to be a huge range of motion. Everyone's range of motion's different. I make movements big so you can see what I'm doing. 3 more. 3, almost there. 2, last one, release it all the way down. Keep it underneath the foot, nice and lifted, tall and proud. Relax those shoulders. Slow toe taps. Really take this time to work on that range of motion. Stay nice and lifted through the upper body. Let those toes pull up, pull up. We have that band there. We're almost using it to pull manually, make those toes come higher than they normally want to. Then we have to press that resistance down to strengthen. 3, 2, we're nice and impatient now. Pick up that pace. Tap, tap, tap. Breathe with it. 4, 3, 2, in and out's next, slow to start. So slow and controlled. Again, if you're feeling pain or pressure in your knee, make your range of motion smaller. Doesn't have to be all the way in and out. Go to where your body says, that's enough, that feels good, I feel it working. Let's do 2 more. Then we'll pick up that pace. Don't lose your range of motion, your posture. Keep that heel glued down to the ground. Breathing. 4, 3, 2, and release. Gently release it out from under that left foot. And then we've got it in half. Perfect. Let's keep it there. We are almost there. Let's do a set of our core work. Even though that core's been working the entire time, that's what's so wonderful when we do these workouts. It's working, but let's do an actual set for it. We're leaning back in our chair. Walk those feet out, holding that band nice and taut. Again, we don't want any slack. We don't want curve in the spine. Nice and proud, open that band out. Right in the center of the belly. That's where our visual is of that string leading us up. With the upper body, we're just gonna keep that band nice and taut so we stay nice and proud. Abdominals lead us up. Band goes up if that feels okay. Release it in front of us. Gently release back. Abdominals are leading us up. We're not using momentum. Our lower body, our hip flexors and quadriceps are not pulling and tightening to lift us up. We're not making the upper body press us forward and make us sit up tall. Slow, controlled. Exhale. Inhale. 3 more. Exhale. 3. Gently release. 2. 1 more. Exhale. Sit up tall. Stay seated. Bring those feet a little bit closer in since we walked them out. Bands in front of us. Shoulders are relaxed. I want your gaze right in the center of that band. We're going to twist side to side, but I want you to bring your hands down towards the right, back up center tall, down towards the left. So exhale, we bring the band down towards the right. We pull from those obliques and lower back, back up center, now down left. Exhale, inhale. Go to your range of motion. The abdominals stay pulled in nice and tight. So not only is this helping with range of motion in the spine, we're focusing on the entire abdominal wall, but especially our obliques, side of the waist, and strengthening of that lower back, part of the core. Upper body's still engaged because we're holding that band. We're staying nice and proud. 3 more each side. Relax those shoulders. Don't put it all on the shoulders. 2 more. 1 more each side. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, we're back up tall. Bring the band close to the body. Take all the resistance off the upper body now. I know we feel it working. That's okay. It's secondaries. They're still going to stay engaged. Nice and proud. Keep length in your spine. Focus on the lower back. So chest goes forward. We inhale. Exhale, that string leads us up from our lower back now. Have those visuals, see that leading you up. It's going to help you maintain length in your spine. You're not going to use momentum so much. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, lower back. Leads you up. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do 3 more. We're almost there. Inhale. 2 more. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, nice and tall. And release that band. It can go towards the side. Little shake out. Grab a quick sip of water. Let's do some stretches. And then we are all done. Grab some water. All right. Staying seated in that chair. Take your time. We're all done with the hard part of the workout. Now our dessert, our stretch. Nice and lifted in our chair. Let's twist and open to that right side. Big deep inhales. Big deep exhales. Let's go through center to the left. Twist and open. That nice deep spinal twist if that feels okay for the body. Stretching out the core, abdominals, lower back. Come back to center. Those hands go next to you on your chair. Walk them up if you can. Release forward. Big opening through the shoulders and chest. If you can't walk them up the side of the chair, remember they go next to you, or you can interlace them behind you. Squeeze those shoulder blades on your upper back. Let's walk them back down the back of the chair. Place them onto your lap. Hollow out the belly. Arch and stretch the spine. Now opening up the upper back. Do a lot of back movements with that band. So really open up those shoulder blades. Focus on breathing into each individual vertebrae down your spine, into that lower back. We'll sit up nice and tall. Our neutral spine. Take that right arm across the body. Hug it across with the left. Wiggle those right fingers. Holding onto that band. You'll start to feel that hand working. I know I do. Release it out. Stretch those fingers. We'll open and close the arms 3 times, Inhale, exhale. 2 more. Last one, get that left arm across the body. Hug it across with the right. Wiggle those left fingers, open and close. Just stretch them out. Get that movement, range of motion in those joints. And then release. Arms can go onto your lap, lengthen out through that right leg. Keeping that slight bend in the knee, we walk that length out and then release it down and breathe into it. Keep that right foot flexed. I want you to feel the calf stretching, the hamstring, gluteals, lower back. Deep inhales and deep exhales. We'll roll it back up nice and slow. Let's lift that right foot up, circle that foot around from the ankle joint. We're stretching out the ankle, we're opening up our toes, and reverse it other way. Now we're gonna take the right foot. You have options. If you can bring that ankle up and over, perfect, do so. Then allow your chest to go forward. If that adds any pain or pressure in your knee, in your hip, in your back, cross at your ankles, keep length in your spine, let your chest go forward. You're still gonna get that nice stretch in your hip and gluteals. That's what we're trying to reach. Hip and gluteals on the right side. After using that band and doing so many movements to strengthen that area, we need to stretch it out. Let's sit up nice and tall. Release the right foot down. Lengthen out through the left. Slight bend in the knee. Hinging forward. We feel a stretch. We release into it. Your stretch might be here. It might just be allowing the chest to go slightly forward. Perfectly fine. Breathe into your stretch. Doesn't have to be super deep in order to be a stretch. Remember that. We have that in our head that we have to get deep into stretches. We have poses and pictures we've seen on TV and in magazines, and we think, that's what a stretch is. If I'm not doing it that deep, it's not doing anything. That is false. Yours might just be a slight bend forward If you can feel it, breathe into it, maintain it. You're doing a good job. Remember that. Roll it up nice and slow, sitting tall. That left foot comes up, circling from the ankle joint, not from the knee joint. Open up those toes. Stretching, getting that mobility in the ankle and feet. And reverse it other way around. Now, whichever feels best for you. If that left ankle can come up and over that right quadricep, do so. Otherwise, crossing at the ankles, lengthen the spine, chest goes forward, and breathe. No matter where your stretch is, breathe into it, holding it. Try not to bounce. We want to bounce because it releases that slightly for a second. Hold your stretch. Get deeper over time. Let gravity help. Let your breath help. And come up nice and tall. Release that left foot down. Open those feet a little more than shoulder distance apart. Release towards the floor. Nice deep stretch. Entire lower body and back is releasing out. Release into it and breathe into it. Roll it up nice and slow. Once you're sitting tall, just heel toe those feet back to center. Bring the arms down by your side, nice and lifted. Shrug them up towards the ears. 3 shoulder shrugs. 2 more. 1 more. 3 shoulder circles to the front. Inhale, exhale, open the upper back. Just get that movement of the shoulders. Reverse it, bring them to the back. Inhale, exhale, 2 more. 1 more. Release the shoulder blades down the spine. Keep them there. Hands onto your lap. Turn that head again like we started our stretches earlier in the workout. Look over that right shoulder. Should feel much deeper at the end of class. And through center to the left. Head comes center. Right ear releases down towards the right shoulder. Shoulders aren't coming up to meet the ear. Shoulders stay relaxed. Head releases to the side. Roll the chin through chest level and then bring that left ear over to the left shoulder. Find that good balance in your chair. A lot of times we want to tip over to the side. Pull yourself back to center. Now roll that chin down to chest, keeping it there, staying nice and tall in your chair. Length stays in the spine. Feel the stretch in the back of your neck and your upper back. Now bring your gaze up towards the sky, gently releasing the head back. No added force or pressure. We're working on that stretch through the front of the neck and the upper chest. Head comes back to center. Arms are down by our side. Our 3 deep inhales, exhales. Inhale, length up overhead. Exhale. Release 2 more times. Big deep inhale, length up. Exhale. 1 more big deep inhale, length up overhead. Exhale, release it all out. Whoo, because we did it. Good job. Give yourself a hand. We did it. We did it. Tyson just woke up after his second nap. He knows that we did it. Let's see if I can get him to come on camera and say hi. Nope. There he goes. All right, let's see where everyone's watching from. I saw a few already, so I hope you all enjoyed the workout. Let's see. We had Alicia chimed in nice and early from Ontario, Canada. I hope you enjoyed it, Alicia. Thank you for joining. Nisa there in New Orleans. So luckily you're not in the path of the storm, but you are, like you said, you're safe from the hurricane, but keep those affected in your thoughts and prayers today. So yes, exactly, like we said earlier. But thank you, Nisa, for joining us. You stay safe as well. Lynn Carmichael in Nova Scotia. It's only 60 degrees here today. Cool for late August. Well, I think it sounds amazing, Lynn. I'm slightly jealous. You're the one that I saw I said I was jealous of. Mary in Vienna, Austria. Hope you're all safe from the storms in the U.S. So thank you for that to everyone out there. We are thinking about you all. Jill there in Madrid, Spain. Good afternoon. From a scorching day in Madrid, so they must be warm also. Jeannie, my mother in Simpsonville, says good morning to everyone. Hope they're doing well and ready for a workout. Sandra Martin, hi to everyone from Vancouver. Leanne O'Brien, it's going to be hot and humid in Ringgold, Georgia. Those in the path of the hurricane are in our thoughts, so thank you, Leanne. Yes, Larry and Daryl in Brooklyn joined us today. Joanna in Warsaw. Thank you, Joanna, for joining. Good evening from a wet Warsaw. Nurkin gave a hi. Hope you're doing good. Kay in Birmingham, very, very humid. So thankful for AC, yes. More prayers for anyone in the path of the hurricane. Leslie Hodgins from rainy Ottawa, Ontario. Looking forward to the workout. I hope you liked it, Leslie. Sue won't be able to join us live, but they'll catch up and use their new TheraBands, which they bought recently, in dumbbells. Perfect. It's wonderful, Sue. Let me know how you enjoy it. Good afternoon from a wet Wigan in England. So thinking of those in the path of the hurricane today, even from England, everyone I know, this is big news. So many, many prayers to everyone if you're able, or if you're even seeing this and able to watch. Sorry, I forgot to Sue Ringle. Sorry, forgot to say I'm from London, England. Stay safe. Rosita Video, that's the name. They hope you're doing well. I talk to you often. Upstate New York. So Deb, hello from Houston, Texas. Praise God, no hurricane, but thoughts and prayers for those in Laura's path. So I still haven't really caught up on what path it's gone to. So good to see. I know you were worried yesterday when we spoke. So good, Deb. I'm glad you guys are not right in the path and you're staying safe. Jeannie, yes, Simpsonville. Barbara Shearer, upstate New York. Hi, Barbara. Sharon in Yonkers, New York. We got a lot of New York today. Casey, good morning, Meredith. Good morning to you. Phyllis, I've spoken with you, unable to do lots of things right now, so you stay safe and stay inside so you can get your surgery when needed. Sapphire Tree, let's see, good evening from Switzerland. You're great, Meredith, love your workouts. Thank you so much for your work. Thank you so much for your comments. I so appreciate the support, so remember that. This means a lot to me when I try and rush through these to make sure you all get out in a timely manner. They mean so much, even though I'm rushing through. Julie, thank you so much for doing these seated workouts. They've helped me so much. Following you and one other person has helped me lose 18 pounds during quarantine. Good for you, Julie. Not an easy thing to do at any time, but especially when we're stuck inside and it's very easy to just want to eat. Good job, Julie. Keep it up. Keep me posted on your progress and how you're feeling. Charlene, I missed most of it. You'll check it out on replay. Good. Muriel from Hawaii, good morning to you. Thank you for the workout and joining us. Alicia, thank you. Your workouts have helped me maintain my weight nicely during quarantine. Have an amazing day. You as well. Love the walking heel digs too. Yes, I added a new one today. I liked those too. So those will more to come, right? Now that I know someone likes them. Mary and Robert of California. Hopefully you are staying safe as well. Another place we should be keeping in our thoughts and prayers. Beverly, Burlington, Ontario. Thank you. Enjoyed the workout. Good. Cheryl from DC, wonderful. Raining in Albany, New York, 64. I did set my reminder. Good. That's how you got to see it today. That's perfect. We got it figured out. Nurkin says thank you. Thank you to you. Mary, thank you. Wonderful workout. Joanna, again in Warsaw. Thanks for introducing me to moves in the cardio warm-up. Keeps things fun. That's right. All right, thank you to everyone. We have lots of people chiming in. I want to say hi to everyone. I want to go through them individually. I know you don't have to stay for that once we finish our cool down, but just know how much the support means to me. It means everything. We have this community, we're growing. Don't forget our quote, our motto to keep this through the week until next Thursday. When you feel like quitting, think about why you started. Very easy to say, not today, not today. There's a reason why we're doing this, whether it's for our health, for whatever reason we're doing it. There are so many reasons, we won't even get into it. Think about why you started doing it. Keep going. Doesn't have to be a heavy day every day. You remember that. All right. www.seniorfitnesswithmeredith.com. Go on there, find all of the info that we choose to put out for you. Email me with more questions, comments, etc. And I appreciate you so much, everyone throughout the world. Stay safe, stay happy, and stay positive. with everything going on, we have each other. Let's remember that. Thank you all so much. I'll see you next week, if not before, when you watch some of the videos. Thank you so much. Have a good one. Right, Bubbles? Come here. Come here. You did it.